Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload, and today we've got a game between BallSavage and NetMecH on Abyssal Reef, the latter edition. In the top left-hand corner of the map, it is the red Terran player BallSavage, sporting the Kespa portrait. And in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, it is the blue Terran player NetMecH. Alright, it's going to be a TVT master level game sent to me at falconpaladin@gmail.com, featuring, again, a Kespa level player here versus NetMecH, who I believe is a North American player. Not entirely sure, but going to be a TVT. Once again, I feel like TVT is probably my favorite matchup to cast. I have seen some comments on the channel recently where people have said that TVT is not their favorite mirror matchup to play. A random player specifically said that. He said he probably enjoys ZVZ a little bit more, especially if he's able to get past that Ling Baneling stage, which is just white knuckle, horrible, stressful, bad times. Gonna be proxying though. BallSavage here, our Kespa master level player, throwing down the double barracks. Meanwhile, SCV scouting, this might save NetMecH, you guys. I mean, if you get triple or double proxied by somebody who is better than you are, which might be the case here, I'm not gonna say that's the case for sure. You wanna make sure you see it coming so that you can shut it down. Oh, BallSavage went random and said he's Terran. That's nice of you, BallSavage. I like that very much. All right, so Scout's in and says, I don't see a barracks, but I do see a gas. I see double gas, actually. Oh, is this gonna be... What is this? It's gotta be Cyclone or something. Reaper on the way here from the NetMecH, recognizing, okay, this is bad. I gotta have something out. Gotta figure this out real fast. This Reaper's name is going to be, where do we got? Pack. It's all a big mistake. He specifically told the draft officer he was a Pac-Man, not a jetpack man. Poor communication skills, and now he's stuck killing for the army. Worse, he's already under disciplinary action for trying to eat a ghost. Maybe eating some enemies will redeem him? That's a good name. It's Pack. It's Pack the Reaper. No. Has he not scouted this? Oh my gosh, he hasn't scouted this. He was all over the place and has no idea this is coming. Yeah, there's your factory. And he's, okay, so Reapers of BallSavage's own. So is it going to be, I don't know, it might just be Reaper group versus Reaper group here. We've got another Reaper on the way here for NetMecH. Pack is going to go ahead and try to kill this SCV. Should be able to chase it down fairly easily. But guess who's here? Double Reaper for BallSavage. That bunker location is good, but there's nothing in it, which is hugely problematic. Yeah, these Reapers for BallSavage doing a ton of work, killing the SCV, building the factory, going after SCVs that are just mining and minding their own business. Should we go Reaper group names here? Maybe we could, but I gotta pay attention. Gotta pay attention here. All right, so holding it off, pushing that out. 2 more Reapers are joining the party. I have to do it. I have to do Reaper group name, don't I? Definitely at this point. Right, so Reaper group. The Silenced. As the Silencers spread terror throughout the Dominion military, specifically vocal members began demanding that their commanders hunt down this mysterious killer. A few days later, they and their commanders disappeared. Rumors of Reapers with no jaws hunting Marines quickly spread through the ranks. Yeah, this makes sense. TBT, Reaper group, The Silenced. Versus what? We'll just call it versus Pack. Versus Pack and his other friendly friends, Pack monsters. There's actually a show about Pac-Man where there are other Pack-type individuals. It's not just Pac-Man and the ghosts are bad. Cyclone here. Oh boy. That's a very cool looking Cyclone. War Chest Cyclone, man. Coming on. The Cyclone just putting in the DPS. Can they finish it off? They get rid of the Cyclone but loses all of his Reapers. Pack is friendless right now. The Silenced. Oop, loses a Reaper there. 2 SCVs. Not exactly what you want to see here. Pretty good micro on display here. The gets a... got one of his own out. Cyclone of his own out here. And that's enough to get rid of the Silence. Check that action out. All right, so he lives. He lives is what he does. But more Cyclones in production here for BallSavage. I like this skin. I like it very much. That's good. That's very good. So one base in it is BallSavage, and kind of by necessity, one basing it here is NetMecH as well. He's got a medevac on the way. It's going to be Cyclone versus Cyclone, which is generally good, but 2 Marines here for BallSavage, 4 Marines for NetMecH, which means this battle should go in favor of our blue Terran player. Kitty HR, who gets all 4 Marines. That was great. All right, you got to figure out where this stuff is, dude. They're coming from the north. He doesn't want to leave, though. He doesn't want to leave because he's worried. which is understandable. Understandable. Leaving, and then you get attacked, stabbed in the back while you're away. 26-23 Harvesters. NetMecH has that lead despite losing 7 SCVs. He's been able to keep his macro of a little bit longer to here. Cyclones from BallSavage showing up. Gonna try to fight here against these Marines. Good. Actually lifting up the Marines that are injured, except for that guy who dies. He's gonna float up to the surface in 2 pieces. 1 Cyclone remaining from BallSavage after that battle. I'm gonna chase down this Marine, murder it. Chase down, oh, nope. Fresh Cyclone versus injured Cyclone. Gonna win that thing every day. So the action so far has been pretty nuts. Pretty nuts. The Silenced still has 2 Reapers in the group, has expanded already, is BallSavage, and now trying to expand is NetMecH after misplacing it the first time. Command center was in the wrong location. We won't tell anyone. We will not tell a soul. Heading on out with a medevac. An empty medevac is NetMecH. I don't know. I guess that's just a scout. He's still trying to find what his proxy stuff is. This is amazing. All right, so 2 Reapers from the Savage coming into the natural base. And there's just, I mean, there's Marines here. There's a Cyclone here. It's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen on this attack. I don't think. I really don't think it should work anyway. Medevac healing is actually super important right now. He can heal, whereas the Marines for BallSavage cannot. Cyclone out for BallSavage, but again, outnumbered here. 2 Cyclones in the group for the NetMecH. Liberator heading up north here for NetMecH. Gonna try to do stuff. There's really nothing at all here in BallSavage's main base. 0 things. 0 things are present in this location. Banshee from BallSavage, though. All right, Banshee across the map. Going after these SCVs. Already has 6 kills. Are you kidding me? Yeah, that's 14 SCVs lost by NetMecH here. But Liberator just sneaking right, coming in through the front door and just setting up on this orbital command. Wow, like he owns the place. All right, he's going to kill some stuff here, too. Banshee pilot. Oh, the Banshee has cloak. Oh, but picked off by the missile turret at the last second. Straight a little bit too close to that missile turret. Liberator for NetMecH has 9-10 total kills. SCVs cannot mine from this location. They're going to have to mine from the natural base. This has been just a tit-for-tat game. Absolutely back and forth. Big-time action on everybody here. Banshee, another Banshee has joined the party at the natural base of NetMecH. A scan almost gets it, but not quite. KD8 charges being thrown down on that ramp, and suddenly more units from the Silenced and 2 Cyclones are here for BallSavage to get rid of NetMech's expansion. Holy cannoli. Actually forcing the liftoff and then using the lock-on ability to finish it off. That was great. Liberator pilot swinging into the natural base. Still nothing here. BallSavage refuses to invest in defense. This is kind of amazing. Actually, 18 SCVs lost for NetMecH, 15 lost for BallSavage. It's 15-21 total Harvesters. Technically, there's an expansion here for BallSavage, but yeah. Oh, Viking. Viking with war chest skin. Looks more like an X-Wing than a Viking. Kind of like it. Kind of like it. And actually, the missiles come out of the bottom there. They don't come out of the little... I guess those are the engines, though, huh? Those are the engines. Is what they are. Did our Liberator die? Did our Liberator get cycloned out of the sky? It did. Fare thee well, Liberator pilot. You were awesome. Medevac sneaking on in, just full of those Marines. They don't have combat shield. I don't think they have stim. They have stim. They do have stim. All right, good. They have stim. Dropping in this mineral line and actually killing more SCVs. These SCVs have not been allowed to stay put for longer than 5 minutes in this game. They've been evacuating back and forth here. 21 SCVs killed by NetMecH here. Marine group not doing well against a Marine Cyclone Viking type deal, and that entire drop gets absolutely murdered. Resources lost at this point are going to be 3,000 rather for BallSavage, and 3,600 for the NetMecH. This is still here. Still here, still invisible. Still invisible. They're an attack of some... Oh, the Banshee. Banshee's still doing stuff, man. 1 kill's on that Banshee, though. I think NetMecH can live with it. He's going to expand again, bringing Command Center over to his natural base. And a BallSavage still sitting on 2. 19-22 Harvesters. We're 10 minutes into this Masters level game, and it's 19-22 workers. That's great. That really shows a level of carnage that we've experienced thus far, doesn't it? I think it does. I think it does a great job of expressing that. Banshee finally gets picked out of the sky here by NetMech's group of Marines and a Cyclone and a Scan. Drop. Where did these guys come from? Did they drop? They must have dropped. There's no way they just walked across the map. Did they come from here? Oh, they came from here. They came from those barracks that NetMecH still doesn't know exist. Okay. Wait, did he see it? He found it! He found secret barracks! BallSavage, hooray! As the attack in the natural gets cleaned up, 22 to 21. Total harvesters. Barracks for BallSavage, trying to get to a location where they are safe. Doesn't actually work that well, as still spottable from the high ground by these medevacs. Or this medevac, rather. Marines, tanks, Cyclone. Getting rid of this barracks is the priority of NetMecH right now. And it's dead. Let's see, what is today? What am I posting this? I think I'm back. So I'm back from my Christmas vacation to Idaho. I assume I had a pretty good time. I assume it was a frozen wasteland. But yeah, I'm planning on getting a new router for Christmas, so maybe I got one. I don't know. Tell me what you got for Christmas, or what you gave for Christmas, or what you did this last week if you don't celebrate Christmas. Let me know in the comments. We can have a discussion about what all went on here. NetMecH pushing on up here with Marines, with tanks, with medevacs. Army supply right now is actually going to be 2,600 for BallSavage compared to 2,300 for NetMecH. 29 to 26 harvesters, small advantage there. We have effectively reset this game. Although there's a third base for NetMecH, which he has just landed. He's done a good job expanding thus far. I'm going to say APM 173 for BallSavage, 186 on average for the NetMecH. Viking, poor Viking, just getting absolutely shot by this Marine from the ground. I don't have to take this, he says. He has a stutter for some reason. I don't know why that Viking pilot would have a stutter, but he does. Doesn't really matter if you stutter, if you're a great Viking pilot, right? I still feel like it'd be interesting if these guys had personality. I don't know. Either way, tank on the low ground gets rid of a tank on the high ground there for BallSavage thanks to the spotting from the medevac. Again, tanks can shoot farther than they can see by themselves. If something is spotting for them, they're in a good place. The silencers! Wow, the silencers, right? Is that what it was? Either way. They're trying to sneak around and get some damage done while the contain is set up here. A drop at the natural base, actually getting rid of a ton of these SCVs. This is a highly effective drop, 100% for sure. Losing that refinery as well. Good gravy, but who's here? The silence! Goodbye, all of the SCVs at NetMecH's natural base. 32 to 28 total harvesters. This is a slugfest. This is as slugfesty a Terran versus Terran I've ever seen. Yeah, Marines trying to deal with it? No. No, you can't handle that. You can't handle the truth. 25 SCVs have been lost by NetMecH, 27 by BallSavage. SCVs trying to retreat to their third base location. I don't think that's better necessarily. Pull the whole army, well, most of the army back anyway. Wow, to deal with these Reapers. That's why investing in a little static defense, a bunker with a couple Marines can be pretty good in those situations. Third base done for BallSavage. Marines, Marauders on the way from BallSavage. NetMecH working on tanks. Marines is going to go rejoin his tanks on the front lines here of BallSavage's natural base. Tank count is pretty important. It's currently 4 tanks to 5 tanks, where NetMecH has the lead. Mule called down to repair this dude. Trying to come down the ramp as BallSavage. No, that choke is not a good place to be. Both these tanks can hit that ramp location. Dropping Marines on the tanks there. So that friendly's fire splash damage will kill them. That's very reminiscent of Broodlord, where you drop Zealots on top of tanks and a lot of the other tanks to remove it through the splash damage ability. That's kind of incredible. Drop for BallSavage, recognizing that if you're contained, you can't just sit back and allow yourself to be contained. You got to try to do some stuff on the other side of the map here too. NetMecH's fourth base is on the way. And for as exciting as this game has been for the first 10 minutes or so, it's kind of slowed down a little bit. Oh, both players got each other's drops. Strangers in the night, just passing. Don't mind us. Drop showing up at the third base at NetMecH. This is bad news, Bears. No upgrades on these Marines, but they do in fact have stim. But a drop from NetMecH. Tit for tat here again. Just taking shots to the jaw and giving as good as they get is what both of these players are doing right now. Another drop attempt here into the natural base of NetMecH. Missile turret is taking some shots to that medevac and does end up getting killed here. NetMecH's third base is a ghost town. Main base actually struggling pretty mightily here for BallSavage as well. Medevacs going down. This might be the beginning of the end for this game. I just don't know. Oh, this is going to be a tough thing to recover from for BallSavage. He's down to 16 Harvesters compared to 33 total Harvesters. This single drop doing a ton of work for NetMecH. Killing barracks, killing starports, killing SCVs, trying to kill another barracks here as well. Where is your RB? BallSavage, you've got to respond to this. He's basically transitioned into the mech. He's letting it happen. He's just letting his main base die right now. These Marines have +1 attack. They've almost got +1 armor too, which is fantastic. Oh, this factory, this tank. I don't know if this tank wants to finish. Doesn't want to finish. It doesn't want to finish, but it might live anyway. And by golly, it does. Well, at least for maybe. Oh, it does. It actually survives. I would not have let that finish if I was BallSavage, but he's smarter than I am. Medevacs trying to fly into this natural base and get some stuff done. They are going to unload a bunch of tanks. Woo! Here on the natural base, Marines trying to defend it. It's not enough. Forcing a full liftoff on this third base location. Fourth is running for NetMecH, though, in his third base at the same time. Main base is effectively done for BallSavage. Bringing Marines and Cyclones on top of these tanks. They're not in siege mode, though. They don't have a minimum attack range. Problematically. Oh, and actually cleaning that up. Where did those guys come from? Hold on. I know. Good game for BallSavage. I get it. This is a pretty good entrenched position here. Picking up the tanks. Going to move him. Ah, he got in there before the tank. While the tanks were not sieged. Ah, and then coming back home. These tanks not in siege mode. Cleans it up. Good awareness from NetMecH, cleaning it up, and that's a good game. Well played out of our Red Terran player. BallSavage is defeated, and NetMecH is victorious. He doesn't want to leave this game. I'm sure he's feeling fairly intense, so we're going to let him move across the map and kill stuff if that's what he happens to be into. Phew. All right. Thank you so much for watching today. That was a really incredible TVT. Some great TVTs on the channel recently. I mean, that was fantastic. Fantastic stuff. Non-stop action both ways. Resources lost here, 12,000 for BallSavage compared to yeah, is that 8,100 for NetMecH. Resources, I mean, 42 SCVs went down compared to 38 for NetMecH. It's pretty darn even, I would argue. Pretty darn even. 4 tanks were lost for BallSavage. Did NetMecH not lose a tank in this game? Are you kidding? No, he didn't lose a tank in this game. That's actually pretty good control. That helps a lot. That helps immensely. All right. Well, thanks so much for watching. This has been Falcon Paladin with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and a Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.